So in this video, I think we're gonna make kind of a new, mini series, just like the top 5. I don't know how often I'll do it. Maybe just the top 5 is kind of scheduled every Friday. This one we might start scheduling. I don't know, but it's basically gonna start being like a plant series where we talk about different plants and basically talk about them. If they're easy, hard. I mean, basically, we take a plant, whatever plant you guys want. We'll talk about it in a video, tell you everything you need to know about it, how to plant it, everything. So if you have any ideas for what plant we should do next, put that in the comments. But today, we're gonna do my newly plant, and as you can see, my tank is cloud. It actually is cloudy this time. I did a water change like not too long yesterday, and it's still a little cloudy from it. I added a lot of stuff to it, so if it's cloudy, don't put in the comments that it is, because I know it is. But obviously, we're going to talk about my newly plant that I got, the Repens, which is, I'm pretty sure how you pronounce it, but if you know how to pronounce it, you can tell me that in the comments. So you can get this plant almost everywhere. I mean, you can get it tissued, cultured, I mean, potted. You can get it about every way you can. Mine came kind of, I don't know what you'd call it. It wasn't potted or tissued. It was kind of just like in a bag, but whatever. But the Repens, they're a green, intermediate to hard plant. It kind of just depends. But they're a green plant they're a foreground plant, which means they will carpet if you do everything right. Now, they get depending just how good of a carry, they'll get up to 4 inches, which, I mean, this is about 1 inch tall, so basically if you stack 4 of these on top of each other, that's how big they can get. But these are really small right now, but what they do is they get super green, kind of like these plants, and their leaves actually kind of like little stars. They'll have 4 points, well, 2, like 2, 2, 2, 2, and kind of like a little star. You can see how, like right there, but there'll be a plant right here, and then a little leaf right there, so it kind of makes a little star effect. And they'll get really green in this carpet. Now, the reason they're intermediate to hard is because they do need really good substrate, which mine, they're in sand, so I don't even have fertilized substrate. All my other plants have been doing great. It's just I kind of want to step up the game and see what would a little bit harder plant do. And you know, these carpeting plants are pretty, I mean, they're pretty good looking compared to like hair grass and all that. Which that was my original idea for foreground plants for this tank, but we're gonna try something a little harder. But they do need something like, you know, maybe fluval stratum, maybe eco complete. What else is there? There's that other one I forgot they call it. C can make some. I think they're fluorite. There's a lot of really good substrates out there for plants, and you guys know the best ones if you have a planted tank. Now the lighting, you do need really good lighting, probably anywhere from 6,000K to 7,000, 8,000. So if you have, you know, any Finex, you know, I know there's the Finex planted. Even the Fluval has a planted light, and it will do perfectly fine. I've heard good things about that. There's I don't know if US, but I just know Finex, they probably, for growing plants, their lights are pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. They probably have some of the best lights. But I mean, T5s, I mean, whatever you got, I mean, it'll grow plants. It should do just fine, especially for these plants. Now, my tank is 2 feet deep, so you kind of have to think about that, because that's why I'm taking the risk and doing this, because obviously this light, it can go up to 25,000K, believe it or not, it actually does. Before people start commenting on that. Oh, I should pause the video, but get this box out. So right here, the lowest setting is 3,000K, and you can go to 25,000K. So before somebody starts commenting on that, I know some people think I'm lying sometimes about that, but even though it's that strong, the tank is still 2 feet deep. So I mean, it reaching that, I doubt like the par or anything is down there and it's that good. So this will be a real test for this light and just having a basic setup for I mean, this ain't really like a planted setup. I just kind of put plants in here and they honestly started doing good. So right now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's 7. There's a little tiny one behind there, but we basically have 6 in here. But what I'm hoping to do is they'll grow out right in this front and make a really nice carpeting. And this one, I don't know, I just wanted something right here too, so we'll see how that do. We might have to move that one and put it in the back too, but this is a real test to see what these plants will do. But when you're planting these, they kind of say kind of cut the long ones off first. I didn't do that because, you know, I didn't realize that's what you're supposed to do. But these long ones, you're supposed to be cutting them off. I don't really know why yet. I should have read more up on that, but when you plant them, they're kind of a stem plant, so you need to kind of bury them a little deep. Not too deep, but you see, I mean, I got it pretty good in there. Unlike like a Nubius or something, like this is planted, but not much planted. You can see the roots coming out the sand. But you mostly, like a Nubius and stuff, you want to stick those in the rocks or just attach it to driftwood. I mean, whatever you want to do, whatever your setup's going for. But yeah, that's about. I mean, in the wild, they're in streams and like, you know, really low, so the sun's like they're only in water that's like, you know, this big, so the sun's like beating on them, and they do obviously they grow just fine. I mean, that's why you need kind of a low. If you're gonna grow these really good, you'd probably need a more shallow tank. Like I've seen the 33 longs, 20 long. I mean, those tanks, you put these in there, they would grow perfectly fine. But with the deep tank like this is really testing it. Obviously, I'll update you guys, and maybe months from now, you guys can come back and ask about it, and I'll tell you how good it's growing. But we'll just have to see what happens. So, yeah, I mean, if you guys got any other questions about this plant, I mean, I'm happy to answer them. I have nothing better to do. But comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what plant you guys want to hear me ramble about next, and I'll see you on the next one.